Hey, if you enjoy these videos and find them helpful, then please consider helping me out on Patreon so I can create more content like this, as my Patreon is the main thing keeping these series alive. I appreciate the help and the support. Thank you. Corrin is a simple character with a solid neutral, range, and combo game. They excel at juggling and frame trapping like no other sword character, as well as they have a really scary 2-framing and corner pressure game. In return, however, they also lack ground speed and air mobility, meaning some characters with exceptional air mobility or escape options can work around their juggling game and make it very hard on them. As much as parrying their aerials or anti-airing them before they swing is a weakness, it'll still be really hard to do since they have really good range, speed, and safety on the aerials. So they might anti-air you first if they know that you're attempting to anti-air, as well as they can full hop into double aerials very fluently. They also have one of the best shield dashes in the game, so if you expect that the opponent wants to try to anti-air you or use a burst option, then you'll get a free punish as well. Not to mention that they have a decent ground game with good tilts to safely pressure with at max range. Either way, neutral will mainly revolve around short hopping and applying a ton of well-spaced pressure with landed forward airs and reverse up airs. A general tip is to try short hopping roughly 80% of the time and full hopping 20% of the time, since full hop pressure is easier to react to with anti-airs or parry. But full hops can be good if you want to try working yourself around the corner to avoid an attack, or as a rhythmic mix-up. Normally you'll land and space your aerial and shield, and then react out of shield. Or land an aerial and dash away into a reactionary play, like whiff punishing with a tilt or dragon lunge. Or react with another short hop for more pressure. Of course, the mix-up becomes landing and pressing a tilt instead, landing and grabbing, or anything else. Once you think the opponent is going to jump out of your shield pressure, you'll want to react with anti-airs like up tilt, quick aerials, landing up air, or try to punish a landing. As well as you can land an aerial into an immediate attack as a mix-up as well to punish opponents unshielding. The general structure of landing an aerial into shield or dash for safety, or land an aerial into another grounded attack or anti-airs as an adaptation play is all assuming you hit a shield. And if you don't space the aerial, you could also try to spot dodge to avoid grabs and punish. If your pressure connects, you should obviously react with a combo. During this spacing game, you should always keep in mind that your dragon lunge will be exceptional at punishing landing aerials that typically are safe and even long-ranged. So timing the dragon lunge super well will be crucial. Most of the time you'll be using insta-pin, which is easily done by pressing side B and A right after quickly. If the opponent shields the pin, then your safest option will be to flick down and cancel your move, or jump, both of which are still punishable if the opponent acts quickly. In which case, if you want to mix them up and hit them before they hit you, you could try to kick backwards for a fast interception, as kicking fast forward should be kept as a very rare mix-up. Either way, Dragon Lunge can always be punished, assuming you react immediately to it. Instapin will also be used to punish recoveries and double jumps to ledge, since while double jumping to the ledge they'll be exposed for a few frames. If it hits, it's usually best to just kick forward. Sometimes, however, the opponent will be pinned close to you and the forward kick won't connect, in which case you should either kick back or flick down to cancel, which could lead into a tech chase. Just be careful, as if you cancel the Dragon Lunge and the opponent mashes an attack, they will land without needing to tech and they will have time to punish Corrin first. If their shield is getting low, you could also full hop Dragon Lunge to poke above their shield, or just insta-pin their feet. Short hop back air can shield poke heads as well. The only reason not to use insta-pin and instead just press side B and time your Dragon Lunge is to try hitting the tipper sweet spot of the move. This situation will be pretty rare, however. You could also try to forward smash if they aren't respecting or paying attention to being in range of it, or once your anti-air game is on point. But it'll be pretty risky. But obviously for the characters that can't punish it, it'll be a bit less risky. As for other tools in neutral, up tilt will be used to punish slower landings on top of you because of how long it lasts and sets up for juggles and frame traps. Down air will be used as an occasional landing mix-up because of its huge hitbox. Do it from high enough and you'll be able to auto-cancel it to make it safer, as well as it can 2-frame recoveries. very important use is to footstool down air out of shield, as it's their fastest option if the opponent is in close range. Jab will be used for mix-ups. Smash attacks will have really powerful sweet spots at the tip, making them slightly safer. Up smash can be used out of shield to punish in front, and cross-ups since there's a bottom hitbox that is pretty weak. The slightly stronger middle hit might hit if the opponent is close to it, however. But the strongest tip of up smash will only be hitting during platform reads or when you are hard reading aggressive landings straight on top of you. Forward smash can be charged to attempt and mess up the opponent. In a few cases, depending on how long Corrin has to charge it, it might just be a checkmate. But most of the time you should be able to easily SDI up during the hits. Or if it's hitting your shield, you could shield SDI by holding the B button and SDIing away or towards Corrin, which is a bit harder to execute. A few characters can punish it out of shield if they have a frame 3 option. And below 60%, the charge won't even connect into the smash attack, as well as characters with frame 1 options will be able to attack before even the smash attack comes out. Dash attack will only really be used as potentially a whiff punisher or after forward air at lower percents, since the launch angle is pretty good and sets up for kind of a 50-50 between using a quick forward air to punish attacks and potentially beat jumps. Or if they air dodge, punish it with another dash attack, down tilt, or even insta-pin, and so on. Dragon Fang Shot is a pretty committal and slow projectile, with a very low hit rate in neutral, so it's better saved for edge guarding, to force slow recoveries that you can punish with back air, down air, or dragon lunge. Not only can the projectile be charged, but the Dragon Fang Chomp right after as well, which if you charge almost fully, it'll be stronger than the actual full charge. The lower the percent, the harder it can be to true combo the shot into the chomp. If you hit the max charge projectile from a specific distance at higher percents, it'll lead into a kill confirm as well. All of their throws will purely be to gain a better position and launch opponents to catch landings, edge guard, or to ledge trap and corner pressure. Up throw will start killing around 150% however. There's a lack of normal tech chasing, but Corrin's hits and throws will be perfect for platform tech chases and reads. For platform pressure, you'll mainly want to land up airs, and press up tilt or a quick aerial if you expect them to drop shield and go low, or read their jump. While on the edge of a platform, you can flick down and immediately side B. It's a pretty frame perfect input however, so it's not easy. That'll be it for general neutral. Next up will be combos. One thing to keep in mind is that comboing the opponent till around 30-40% is super important, as once they get to that percent, Corrin will have auto frame traps with their full hop double aerials all the way till around 80-90%. Air dodging won't help at all, attacking won't help at all because of their range, and so it'll force opponents to double jump. So Corrin's biggest key is understanding how the opponent lands right after the double jump, as well as their ledge trapping and corner pressure, which I'll go through after the combos. At 0 to 30%, you'll be able to get some very basic combos. Typically, a landing aerial will connect into another aerial, tilt, grab, dash attack, or insta-pin on fast fallers and bigger bodies. One thing to keep in mind is that at higher percent, up air will have the highest launch, forward air a bit lower launch, and the initial hit of neutral air a much lower launch, and the late hit of neutral air the lowest launch. So while neutral air isn't safe against shield, it'll still be the best to hit at high percents for kill confirms into up air. At low percents however, neutral air will have a much higher launch angle than forward air. It also comes out faster, which means you can finish combos with it at lower percents. It'll also cover your front and back at the same time. In addition, once the opponent is above 30%, Corrin's rising aerials will also start comboing as well, which is very rare for Resorti. Down tilt will start comboing around 20%, all the way until around 115%. Before that percent, you'll have to read what the opponent usually does after. Pressing jab can be really good here, as it can still punish air dodge and attacks. Up tilt won't really combo unless you hit the very late hit of it, and instead will mostly just set up for juggles. Something important for when you're hitting up tilt or nair out of shield is knowing when to short hop up air frame trap and when it's too early percent for that, and instead just go for a wait or dash to try outplaying what they do, just so that you don't overcommit with aerials. Knowing kill confirms as well as when and where you could punish air dodges for early kills will be super important as well. And now we get to the three most important parts: catching landings, ledge trapping, and corner pressure. The first key to catching landings is to first of all force a double jump, which Corrin does almost automatically assuming you become really good at frame trapping. The second key is to time either your full hop or short hop so that you can land your up air at the same time as the opponent is going to be landing on the ground. This doesn't just lead into a potential combo, but it'll also beat all characters falling with attacks, falling with fast fall air dodges if you are ready to immediately jab, tilt, grab, or dragon lunge right after, and you'd also potentially beat directional air dodges with dragon lunges, meaning in a way you are attempting to checkmate the opponent's landings by timing your landing up air as much as possible. This is something that most characters can do in a way, but Corrin excels at it because of the up air, dragon lunge, and grab mix-up. The third key is to, on occasion, as a mix-up, use a short hop or full hop rising aerial to hit the opponents quickly and catch them off guard. Doing this too much, however, can let the opponent fast fall neutral air dodge past you, and you'll most likely end up losing your advantage state, so it's a bit risky. If you have a read on the opponent mashing aerials, then you could also up B or counter since it'll always launch upwards. Obviously, if you want a hard punish landing air dodges, you could also just forward smash assuming you're in range for it for early kills. If they aren't landing on the ground, they'll be grabbing the ledge instead, and now you'll mainly be positioning yourself for insta-pin to pressure ledge stall. Then you'll react to regular get-ups with forward tilt, grab, or a preemptively charged forward smash. Get-up attacks you'll punish with grab, down air, down smash, down tilt, or jab, and rolls can be reacted to out of shield with insta-pin, while ledge jumps you'll either preemptively punish with forward tilt or aerials, as well as you could react to the ledge jump with a simple short hop up air. You could also preemptively pressure with neutral air to punish almost all options depending on timing, and even try to read ledge jumps and regular get-ups with back air as well as dragon fan shots. Your main objective is to usually stand where the pin pressures ledge stall and roll is quickly covered, as the most important things to cover are roll and jump so you never lose mid-stage. Against characters with high ledge hangs, you can forward kick as well to punish it. and if they regular get up, then the second phase of ledge trapping begins, corner pressure. This will mainly be done with landed back airs, as even if you space too close to them, the back air will naturally push you away for tilts, down smash, or dragon lunge if they grab. Landing back air into shield or dash will be the safest play, as it'll deal with aggression out of shield, rolls in, and jumps really well. As for recovering, it can be kept simple, as well as you have some mix-ups like using B-reverse neutral Bs, back air to push you forward a bit while also stalling, pin yourself to the side of the stages, as well as timing your up B with different timings to try working around an edgeguard. Their recovery, while solid, is also exposed to being easily punished, countered, or spiked if you hit them on the head after the initial intangibility on the recovery. The last hit of the recovery is also huge and needs to be respected. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like the video if you liked it, and if you want to support my work, then please help me out on Patreon. And to all my Patreons, thank you so much for all the support. And feel free to come by my Twitch, as I stream almost daily from 4 PM EST.